Should one follow their brain and logical thinking, their mind, over their feeling, over their heart, or you could say instinct? It's a very interesting one. You could say for different situations you have different approaches. Different people themselves have different preferences. Me personally, and the older I get, man, fuck logic. Like 95% of the time. This logic and the mind, this mind that we have built its knowledge and its neural pathways, has just been from some few years. I'm 20 years old. So this mind is 20 years old. It only has knowledge really of 20 years of experience. Of hardship, of learning, of life. And whilst I'm a big advocate of don't believe anything or anyone, question for yourself. Find out for yourself. No matter who or what it is. Even if it's a prophet or a priest. I have a theory, which could be wrong, could be right, fuck knows. But I have a theory that what we call instinct, right? And this is a belief, because I don't know this. It's just a theory or a belief, right? Now what we call instinct is the accumulation of all of the knowledge we have learned from all of our past lives, pretty much. And fuck knows how many lives that is. Probably a fucking shit ton. Because if I say that I as awareness have always been here, and I will never leave, I will never go anywhere, I'm essentially just a guest in this body and mind, and this which we have named Faddy. And this Faddy has made a YouTube channel and named it Faddy the Questioner. That's not really me. I am like an occupant of this body who has been loaned this body. And then when this body dies, what is really me will move on to another form. And I will never die. So you could call that reincarnation. You can put whatever name on it. You can call it heaven or hell, because it's the same shit, really, I feel. Heaven and hell and reincarnation are basically the same things. The points are just that if you do take what you learn from one life to the next, if you don't learn that you are just awareness and that everything in your life is just coming and going and isn't ultimately that important, money, status, power, fame, girls or men, all these things. You spend one life And then the next life, and the next life, forever just chasing these things. The next life is just going to be hell, because you're just going to keep going for these things, But then once you reincarnate and realize in one lifetime that you are free, you are born free, you are always free. It's just that we have created prisons for ourselves. And so if you take this knowledge to the next life will be like a heaven. It's really interesting. So if I have this theory, right, that we take our knowledge from one life to the next, and our life lessons from one life to the next, then why the fuck would I really put my mind that has been around for 20 years in this body over that? And so that then leads me on to another video idea. And what is deja vu? What is that feeling of I've been here before in this situation that I find myself in? I've been seeing some people talk about it recently. And I heard from one spiritual teacher named Osho, Rajneesh, if you've heard of him or not, right? One of my favorite spiritual teachers, because this man he says a lot of the things which have been on my mind in the past few years since awakening. And I feel like the world has slept on this man. And he talks about deja vu as like you've been here before, you've been here in your past life as one form. There have been accounts of people who have died and then someone else is born, and that person who died, you could say they've gone into this other person and they remember everything from their past life. Where they were from, what their name was, who they were, their family, what they used to do in their past life. It's crazy. I've come across a couple stories like this online. It's really mad how this whole universe is. We don't know anything. So, coming back to the video, why I choose now to go with my heart and what it says on almost everything now, especially important decisions. Even from just a few years of just like going and living life and traveling, seeing different people, seeing different cultures and shit, you see how different people are and how different things are in different countries. And so your mind is just constantly expanding. And you see why the logic is how it is in the UK and how it's different in different places. And so from that alone, you see, okay, my logic from my limited time on this earth is very limited. And so if we've got instinct, which is all of our past lives, the scope is just like almost infinity x-fold times more knowledgeable. And it's mad to think that people really think that this one life that they are in this body and mind, is really it. Nah, man. At least I hope you watching my videos really comforts you when I say these things, because Not is it meant to comfort, but it's just the truth. You've always been here. I have always been here. Before I came into this body, and I will stay after I die from this body. I really truly believe that this theory is correct. I could be wrong, but I really don't feel like I'm wrong. I really don't. I really do feel like instinct is all of the knowledge from I don't know how many, but so many of our past lives. We've lived so many past lives. All of the knowledge and lessons we take with us on each lifetime. And it comes as a feeling or something that you can't describe. You don't know. It's truly incredible. I feel like if you don't feel your instinct enough, if you suppress it, or if you don't think it's really all that, give it a shot. And how to give it a shot? What I'm about to say could be, you could say very, very fucking jammy, but it's really the best way I can put it. It is to just be silent, and you'll hear the whispers come from your heart. We'll end on that happy note.